one more hand to Victoria.
Woo!
You've been amazing. Thank you. My name is Stephanie Brown. I am one of the lovely staff here at the Discovery Center. We are going to move ahead into our testimonials. So we've got some brave individuals who have offered their time to share with us their experience with the Discovery Center and how it's impacted them. We're going to start with Brandon Mullen.
Thank you so much for having me. I'd like to start off by saying this is the State of the Union of the Discovery Center, and what a blessing it is to be part of this wonderful event. It all started 10 years ago when I needed 75 hours of community service. And starting high school, I was like, where am I going to get these hours? How am I going to get involved with the community? I showed up at the Discovery Center at Brick City Park at this time, and I said, I want to get involved, but I don't know what I can do. They said, we'll put you to work. And it started with a quote by Peter Drucker, and he said, management is getting things done, but leadership is doing the right things. And it was at the Discovery Center that I realized I was surrounded by a bunch of people that wanted to impact our community. So it's a wonderful blessing to be surrounded by leaders who want to impact the youth. And I can honestly say if it wasn't for the Discovery Center, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't even want to be speaking in front of people. But it was because of those events. I served as a camp counselor, and they said, well, you got your 75 hours. It was the first summer of 9th grade. And I said, but I want to do more. What can I do? And they said, well, you can keep coming back. So next thing I know, I'm working Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And they're like, well, you're not going to get a paycheck because you're like 15 years old, but you can keep working if you want. So I just kept at it. And the thing that stuck with me most, Sarah was helping out with the outdoor camp, and I helped out with indoor. And I had so many young students that said, I want to be like you. And I'm like, you want to be like me? Like, that's just the craziest thing ever. And career day happened, and everybody dressed up about who they wanted to be. And I had a student, I'll never forget his name. And his name was Nick. And Nick came up to me and he said, I want to be like you when I grow up. And I said, I always had that person I wanted to be like. And if Nick wants to be like me, think about all those other community leaders that those other students want to be like. And if I could live every day emulating those people and setting a good example for those students, that was my purpose. And you couldn't put a price or a dollar amount or a paycheck on the influence that I had on those students. And I'll be forever grateful for those moments because I look back on them and realize that there's so many people that we impacted and continue to impact that we may not know on a day-to-day basis. But I know if it wasn't for the Discovery Center 10 years ago, starting that for me, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I now work for Ocala Kidney Group, and I'm so thankful that they want to come on board and get involved. And we have our administrator here, and they're just about helping the community and getting more involved. And we've been around for years, but they just said, well, we've never really had anyone that's been able to advocate or get involved. And that's what led me to healthcare, was the Discovery Center. They taught us the soft skills that we needed to be successful. I can teach a trade. I can teach a job skill, but I can't teach you how to be an awesome person. And those were the skills that they taught me. Later in a debate team, we did We the People, and we stood in front of Congress and legislature, and we debated. And to have those skills, those aren't things that you teach or you learn in a textbook. Those are on-the-job applications, and the Discovery Center took us to different places in the community and different businesses. We got to see what do these people do day in and day out, and they work hard, and those students wanted to do exactly that. And that leads me on to my next point, which is college is awesome. Some of us go there. We go for 4 years, even longer. There's those students that want to learn a skill, that want hands-on opportunities, that want to come out of high school and say, I know a trade and I want to go to work right off the bat because I may not have the financial stability to pay for a 4-year tuition. And the Discovery Center really put that in perspective. They said, there's so many avenues, so many outlets that you can take. If you find your niche, you can become successful. And in 10 years, I can see the Discovery Center just growing and impacting so many more people. And it's amazing because the Science Center is the catalyst for change in Marion County. And my advice to all the people that contribute is don't stop contributing. Even the smallest amount of donation impacts people like myself, impacts students that are here to come. And even though you never know where that impact is going to be, you're going to see it because those same students that are going to come and graduate from the camps and the Science Center are going to be the same people that are working for you or are going to be your customers. and they're going to be well-rounded people because of places like the Discovery Center. So thank you so much for impacting my life. Thank you so much for being involved in the community. Thank you for having me.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon. Next we have Allison Williams.